Ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely sorry to have to interrupt this evening's performance. There should have been an announcement before the show began. There was a mix-up. I apologise.
John, what are you doing?
I'm really sorry, Jason. Great acting, by the way.
John, what are you doing?
There's been more complaints.
We started already.
Well, we live in a litigious society. The theatre has to cover themselves.
Just because one person died once.
Well, audiences for tonight's performance of The Hound of the Baskervilles are hereby advised that the following production contains scenes which reach disturbingly high levels of theatrical tension. If you suffer from any of the following: a heart condition, a nervous disposition, low self-esteem, or a general inability to tell facts from fiction, then we ask you now to consider leaving the auditorium. Now, we will give you a minute to do this. We have to, contractually. Christabel, she's our deputy stage manager. If you could give us some kind of sign, maybe on the lights when the minute is up, that would be great. Thank you. If you're staying, now, of course, is a good time to turn off your mobile phone. If you decide to go, don't worry. No one will look at you.
That's right. Don't feel embarrassed. If you have to go, go. Jason here doesn't feel embarrassed. He walked out of rehearsals a couple of times, didn't you? Eh?
Well, yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Well, it was very scary.
Well, yeah, you were really scared, weren't you?
Yeah, I was a little bit scared,
A little bit, yeah, come on. It wasn't good.
I was a little bit. I was a little bit scared.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You shut yourself. He believes in ghosts.
Javi, all right.
He really does.
Javi, just leave it.
Who is calling here?
Javi, just leave it.
Oh, a bit
Leave
drafty,
it.
don't you think?
Okay.
Leave it, Javi, leave
It
it.
must be a door open.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
You see?
I expect some of you are wondering who's playing Sherlock Holmes. The esteemed Spanish actor, Mr. Javier Marzán.
Elementary. Hola, buenas noches. Gracias a todos por venir y por este aplauso que me dais. Muchas gracias, señor Corbata. Muy bien, gracias.
And turning in the part of Sir Henry Baskerville, the eminent British actor, Mr. Jason Thorpe.
Hola. Buenas noches.
Oh,
And of course, John Nicholson is playing Dr. Watson.
The lead. The lead. And all other parts will be played by members of the cast.
oh, gracias. You done it. Thank you, thank you. That's the sign?
I think that is,
Yes.
is that signed? Yes. We are now ready to begin, although
Okay.
I'm just thinking, perhaps, Jason, you should just remind people of where we got up to before I interrupted.
Yeah, very good idea. Well, thank you, John. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, I am Sir Charles Baskerville. Well, no, actually, I was Sir Charles Baskerville, but now I'm dead. Well, I'm not dead, because that's impossible. Although I'm dying now, though. Anyway, Sir Charles Baskerville, he died of a massive heart attack to his heart, and then the dog ran around there and jumped through the back wall, and then you came on with a letter.
Thank you,
And
Jason.
some latecomers came in.
Good. However, the question remains. Are we going to have to read this out for these guys as well? If you suffer from any of the following, a heart
Come on,
condition,
John,
a
John,
nervous
don't bother,
condition,
come on.
or an inability to turn up to the theatre on time, then we ask you now to consider leaving. Talk about it in the interval, it will make sense. However, the question remains, does it not? What was it that caused this man's death?
Did Sir Charles actually come face to face with some demon hound from hell?
Were the dark forces of evil involved?
Ladies and gentlemen, especially you, prepare yourselves now for the Hound of the Baskervilles!
Baskervilles!
I think we can safely assume that this walking stick...
Watson, never assume anything.
I have no reason to doubt that this walking stick...
So it's a walking stick, is it?
Well, yes, I think I can recognize a walking stick.
Oh, can you?
Can't I?
You tell me.
I see. Yes, maybe I was a little quick to judge there. Let's reassess this.
Watson,
Yeah.
Watson, never doubt yourself. Of course, it is a walking stick.
Oh, right.
Now, based on your observations, what can you tell me about its owner?
Okay, let's see. He obviously had a hand of some description, possibly two. I don't know, I'm useless, I'm going to the club.
Watson, don't give up. Listen, Watson, it may be that you are not yourself luminant, but you are a conductor of light, my friend. A light that shines upon me and illuminates me.
Like a torch.
Yes, very much like a torch, but not any old torch, Watson. You are my torch. You are my own special torch.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
Well, don't say anything. Just turn yourself on. And keep yourself turned on whenever you are around me.
Okay, how about I knock us up a couple of cheeky little gins?
Not now, Watson. We have a new case on our hands. Do you hear that knocking?
Yes!
Now, what can you deduce about that knocking? Come on, you know my methods. Apply them.
It's coming from the door.
Elementary. What else?
Sounds urgent.
Yes, and think. What do you think they want us to do?
Open the door.
Exactly. Whoever it is frantic to come in. Open the door, then.
Here now, the legend.
Good day, sir. Perhaps you would like your stick back. A stick can reveal a whole existence, Dr. Mortimer. I presume you are in London just for a few days.
How the hell did you...
Because I am Sherlock Holmes, the greatest detective of all time.
Ah, well, I actually believe you to be the second.
The second?
Some say the third. But I believe your capture of the infamous Slasher Selden has confirmed second place. Behind, of course, Monsieur Boutillon, the genius of Grenoble. And I deduce by the look in your face I've made an insulting faux pas.
You'll be kind enough to leave the deducing to moi. And now, Doctor, I presume that it was not just merely for the pleasure of being reacquainted with your stick that you called in here today.
No, sir.
No, sir.
I came to you, Mr. Holmes, because I am confronted with a serious and extraordinary problem, recognizing, as I do, that you are the second highest expert in Europe.
In your opinion?
No, in Europe.
To business?
Precisely.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Sausage.
I have in my pocket, Mr. Holmes, a manuscript. With your permission, I'd like to read it.
Please continue.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves now for the legend of the Hound of the Baskervilles. In the time of the Great Rebellion, the manor of Baskerville Hall was held by Sir Hugo, a godless and profane man. One Michaelmas Eve, he kidnapped a maiden, and he locked her in an upper chamber of Baskerville Hall, intending to have his way with her after a night of drunken carousing with his wicked companions. But, by the aid of the growth of ivy which covered the south wall, the maiden climbed down from under the eaves and so homeward across the moor.
She did what?
She climbed out the window and ran away. When Hugo discovered the cage empty and the bird escaped, he cried aloud he would render his body and soul to the power of evil that he might overtake the wench. So, Sir Hugo, he saddled his mare and kennelled the hunting dogs and was off in full cry across the moor. Everything was now in uproar, and the rest of the revellers took horse and followed in pursuit.
Bloody hell!
The men presently came upon the hounds. They were gathered together, whimpering. Their hackles were up, their staring eyes. The moon, it shone brightly down into a clearing. And there in the center lay the unfortunate maid where she had fallen down dead. Dead of fear and of fatigue. But it was not the sight of her body which raised the hairs on the necks of these daredevil roisterers. No, it was the sight of a large black beast, shaped like a hound, but larger than any hound any mortal eye has ever seen. For it was tearing at the throat of Hugo Baskerville. I hereby warn all members of the Baskerville family never to cross the moor in those hours when the powers of evil are exalted.
Is that it?
Did you not find it interesting?
To a collector of fairy tales?
Really, Mr. Holmes? Well, how about something a little more recent to stir your thoughts? How about the death of my friend, Sir Charles Baskerville?
Sir Charles Baskerville?
Yes.
Yes, I remember reading about it. My condolences, Doctor. A heart attack. We are all vulnerable. Well, Doctor, I shall bid you good day now. Thank you very much for your story. Very amusing.
No, one moment, Mr. Holmes. I was close upon the scene following the tragedy, and I have information which goes far beyond the public domain.
Information, please. Share it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, would you lie down here, please? And Mr. Holmes, could you dim the lights? Now, Sir Charles lay on his front. His arms were outstretched, and his fingers were dug into the earth. His face was so contorted I could hardly have sworn to his identity. Now, there was no obvious physical injury to the body. The day had been wet.
So, Sir Charles' footprints could easily be traced from the house.
Yes, down the yew tree alley to the moor gate where he stopped to smoke, overlooking the moor.
And then what?
Well, there is one fact in particular that came up in the inquest that has yet not been explained. Barrymore, this is Sir Charles's butler who discovered the body. Now, he stated that his master's footprints altered in their character from the time he left the moor gate. He appeared, thenceforth, to have been tiptoeing for some 20 yards, to the point where he then died.
Tiptoeing? How curious.
And another thing, the inquest also heard that there were no significant traces upon the ground near the body. None were observed. However, I observed something on the edge of the moor.
What?
Footprints.
A man's or a woman?
Mr. Holmes, these were the footprints of a gigantic hound.
No.
Yes.
But it had not approached the body.
No.
Tell me, Doctor, because suddenly I am now very interested. Why did you hesitate? Why didn't you call to see me before?
Well, because, Mr. Holmes, I believe we are in the realm where even the most acute and experienced of detectives are helpless.
Oh, are you saying the thing is supernatural?
No, I didn't exactly say that.
Well, you kind of said it without really saying it, though.
Look, prior to this terrible, terrible tragedy, I discovered that several people had actually seen a creature upon the moor. They all tell a story that exactly corresponds to the legend of the hellhound.
I see you've quite gone over to the supernaturalists. And I do not understand, Doctor, why have you come to consult me at all? You tell me in one breath that it is useless to investigate Sir Charles' death, and in another that you wish me to do it. Are you drunk?
I am sober as a length of string. And I did not say I desired you to investigate it.
Oh, then how can we assist you?
By advising me, Mr. Holmes, as what I should do with Sir Henry Baskerville, who arrives today at Waterloo Station.
Sir Henry Baskerville?
Yes, the last in the line of Baskervilles. He's a Canadian.
So there's no other claimant to the Baskerville fortune?
None. It is Sir Henry's wish and privilege to take up the home of his people. Yet consider also that every Baskerville who goes there meets with some terrible fate. It's just such a dilemma. Mr. Holmes, can you tell me, what is your judgment, please?
I accept the case.
Ah.
I will find Sir Henry and instruct him forthwith. Your role is now complete, Dr. Mortimer. Very well played.
Oh, well, thank you.
Very good, no?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson.
Yes.
The door, please.
Holmes! How strange! What I can't get out of my mind is the image of this rotund old man in his garden in the dead of night on the edge of the moor. tiptoeing around and then just dying?
Watson, it is so much stranger. He wasn't tiptoeing, no. He was running for his life. It is imperative that we find Sir Henry before he goes to Baskerville Hall.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Ah, that way.
Holmes, what are we doing in here?
Leave it to me, Watson. Now, Sir Henry Baskerville?
Yes?
My name is Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, and this is my associate, Watson.
Dr. Watson.
Well, gentlemen, of course I'm honored to meet you. Dr. Mortimer told me to expect you.
We were expecting a Canadian accent.
Yes, I can't do one.
Well, Sir Henry, welcome to London.
Why, thank you, Mr. Holmes, thank you. Although, so far it's been rather a peculiar welcome.
Oh, define peculiar.
Well, I'm sure it's a joke, as like as not, Mr. Holmes. You see, it was this letter waiting for me here. Here. At the London steam room, right here.
If you value your life, keep away from the moor.
Sir Henry, who knew that you were going to be here?
Oh, no one could have known, Mr. Holmes.
Well, someone seems to be very deeply interested in your movement.
Well, how very dare they? Excuse me, sorry.
Yes, if I am not mistaken, these letters were cut out from yesterday's Times, page 11. The sender was a woman and very concerned with your safety.
Aren't we now coming rather into the region of guesswork, Mr. Holmes?
Say rather into the region where we balance probabilities and choose the most likely. Sir Henry, I see you are missing a shoe.
Oh, now, yes. Now, look, I can explain this. You see, I put my shoes outside my hotel room last night for cleaning. And this morning there was only one returned. Well, the hotel looked high and low, but to no avail.
Well, a left shoe would seem a singularly useless thing for someone to steal.
Indeed, most curious.
And now, gentlemen, it seems I've spoken quite enough about the little I know. It's about time that you kept your promise and gave me a full account of what we're all driving at.
Sir Henry, what do you know about the legend of the Hound of the Baskervilles?
Well, it's just a pet story of the family, Mr. Holmes. I've never really thought of taking it seriously before.
Of course. And now to the practical point. Whether is it advisable for you to go to Baskerville Hall?
Now, gentlemen, my mind is fixed. There is no devil in hell that can prevent me from going to the home of my people.
Then you shall go to the moor. But permit us, if you will, to accompany you.
Well, yes, of course, gentlemen. I'd be honored to indulge you.
Can we please get out of here?
Sir Henry, we shall rendezvous in the morning train from Waterloo. Until then, remain highly vigilant. And may I recommend the Old Compton Street cobblers? Good day, sir. We must leave in haste.
Thank God for that. Holmes, look. There's a suspicious-looking man with a suspicious black beard. Get into that cab ahead.
I see him. Come on, Watson. Driver, follow that car. Sir Henry, what are you doing out here? You will catch your death. Get back inside. Hold it! Oh. Where is our man gone?
Well, he couldn't keep up. He had the buckets, the towels, one shoe missing.
No, the man in the big black beard, Watson.
Oh, I don't know. He just drove off really fast.
Some bastards. If only Sir Henry hadn't delayed us.
Yes. Who was he?
Sir Henry, the squire of Baskerville Hall, Watson. We just met him in the sauna.
The man in the cab ahead with the beard.
I don't know.
A spy?
What is evident is that someone has been shadowing our friend very closely since he arrived in town.
If only we got the number of that ruddy cab.
Well, clumsy as I might have been, you do not imagine that I neglected to get the number. Number 2704, He's our man.
You're incredible.
Watson, could you swear to that man's face within the cab?
Oh, yes. I'd use any language you consider necessary.
What? Never mind. Now listen to me, Watson. It is absolutely imperative that somehow we manage to find that cabby.
Very well. Are you the cabby?
Yes. Oh, very good, Watson. Well done. Now, cabby, tell me all about the fare that came and watched the London steam rooms at 10 o'clock this morning.
Right, London steam room, 10 o'clock. Oh, yeah. He told me he was a detective, and I was to say nothing about him to anyone.
Now look here, cabby. This is a very serious business, and you may find yourself in some pretty hot water if you try to hide anything from us.
All right, I'm sorry, Cuff. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
That's okay. There was probably no need to pull a firearm.
Well, no, I was blocking your inquiries.
I think it was a bit over the
No, I
top.
didn't say
So, your fare told you that he was a detective, did he?
Yeah, he did.
And did he say anything else?
Yeah. He told me his name.
Oh, he told you his name, did he? That was imprudent. And what was the name he mentioned?
Sherlock Holmes.
Yes. What?
No, that was the name he gave.
So wait a minute! It was you in the cab ahead! So was that idiot with me?
Watson, don't you see? The fiend took my name. He's playing with us. Now, oh, dozen bastards. Now,
So, where did he go after the steam room?
He asked me to take him to Waterloo Station.
Where was he going?
Waterloo Station.
Right. How would you describe this Sherlock Holmes?
Right, well, I'd call it a classic look, wouldn't you? I think the deerstalker sets off the pipe with a
Not
cape and a
him!
big nose.
The other one! The one that isn't here!
Oh, right, him. Well, I put him around 40 years of age, middling height, pale face and dressed like a toff. Oh, yeah, and he had a big black beard that was cut square at the end. I don't think I could say more than that, Squire.
Colour of his eyes?
No, I couldn't tell you that, really.
Well, perhaps this will loosen your tongue.
Watson, what are you doing? Put your gun away, Watson. Oh, sorry, sir. Be careful. Now, cabby, that will be all. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Watson, to Baker Street. This is a very ugly business, Watson. And the more I see of it, the less I like it.
Oh, yes. It's a puzzle, all right, isn't it? A big puzzle. And it's like we've got the corner pieces, but a lot of the middle pieces are missing, aren't they? The pieces with the main bit of the picture on, I mean. Where are those damn pieces, huh? What's the damn picture of?
That is what you shall find out, my friend.
Me?
You will accompany Sir Henry to Baskerville Hall, alone.
Alone?
Without me. I will stay in London on other business.
You really think I can solve this case without you?
I think it's highly unlikely.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. And in those 3 words, my dear friend, you perfectly articulated both the beauty of our relationship and the brilliance of my plan. You have arms, I see.
Yes.
Arms.
Oh, yes. I thought it as well to bring them.
Here, Watson. I wish you to report the facts to me in the fullest possible manner. Never relax your precautions, and remember, it is imperative to guard against everything.
Okay, goodbye, Holmes.
Last call for Dartmoor! Last call for the moor!
Train's coming.
That'll be the 3:10.
Could set your watch by it.
You got a watch?
No. Are you?
No.
Oh. Prisoner escaped.
You couldn't set your watch by that.
Wouldn't make sense.
No. He's over that wall easy, mind.
He's a fast runner, all right.
That looks like Selden, their Notting Hill murderer.
Oh, Slasher Selden does a bit. There's two men getting off together.
It's not often you see that round here.
No.
Do you want to take these two?
What in?
You're handsome.
Oh, thanks very much, Jeff. So are you?
No, you're cab.
Oh, I see. No, I didn't bring him.
Me neither.
Oh, yeah, I'll take them.
All right, Alan. I'll be away into the day then.
I'm gonna put a lamb in a bag.
¡Hey! ¡Cabla! ¡Hey! A ver si... ¡Hey! ¡Que te doy en todo el morro, hijo de yegua! Oh, gentlemen! We come to Dartmoor. Where can I take you?
Nowhere, my man. We'll walk.
Calm. Walk?
Yes. Is there anything wrong with that?
No. Not if you don't mind having your throats cut. Hey! Walk it out!
Hey, come back here. What do you mean by that? Well, I hope you don't object to a stroll, Watson. I thought it'd be good to get to know the area.
No, good idea. Perfectly lovely afternoon. Shall we?
Yes, why not?
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Me too.
Little rest.
Why not? Right, here we are then. Bear with me while I just get this pocket map out.
Dear Holmes, we've arrived.
Okay then, here we are. Yes, there we are. That's us in the middle there. So that means behind us, over there, that's Baskerville Hall, which makes the village over there. The prison is over there. And there's an area here marked the Grimpen Mire, which is over there. And look, there's a little house here, and it's marked Stapleton, the local naturalist. But I wonder who he is.
And the ticket was in my hat all along. Love, Watson. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Well, maybe not.
Oh, look over there.
What a strangely beautiful place this is.
Oh, look, Watson, look over there. Oh, how lovely. Look, it's a little milkmaid and she's skipping about bits of fluffy cloud.
Those could be sheep.
Yep, yeah, it could be sheep. That's right. Yeah, sheep. Ow, ow.
Oh, something afoot?
No, it's in the chest. Just a slight knot of nervousness. Oh.
Yes. Yes, I know what you mean. Like you know it's coming, you just don't know when.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, shall we go?
Good idea.
All right.
Cecile! Cecile! Go back! Vete de aquí, tú
Dear Holmes.
aquí. Vete en cuanto
There's a strange and exotic woman heading towards me, shouting in total gibberish.
Por favor, Sir Henry, go back to London now!
You made a mistake. I'm not Sir Henry.
You are not? No. Oh, then you are fine. It's a nice B&B there, just round the corner. Welcome. Sir Henry?
Yes.
Go back to London. Tu vida corre mucho peligro aquí, de verdad, te van a...
Okay, calm down, woman. Calm down. What is your name? Where are you from?
Man, can you not tell when a warning is for your own good? Go back to London. Cecile! My brother is coming. Not a word of what I said. Sir Henry, go back.
No, hey, young madam, come back here. Wait, come. She's gone.
What, just vanished?
Yes, just vanished. What a strangely beautiful creature.
And suspicious as hell. A very dangerous combination, Sir Henry.
Suspicious? How so, Watson?
Well, when you've had as much experience as I have, There's not a lot you don't notice.
You appear to be sinking, Watson.
God! Sir Henry! You're sinking too!
Oh my God! It's rather soggy, isn't it?
Go over here!
Right, let's go.
Yep, that seems firmer.
Oh. Right, let's go back up here again. Ah, there we are.
No.
Cecile! Stop! Don't move if you value your life, gentlemen. You are in the great Grimpenmire. One false step means death to man or beast. Here, let me help you. Now, come with that. Now, grab this. Grab it. Pull yourself up. Go back. Yeah, there you are. Gentlemen, I am the only person who knows the way through the mire and can get you out of here alive. So follow my every move. This way. You jump it there. Jump it there. You two, follow. Follow there. Big one coming. Narrow passage, and we are out. Well, gentlemen, you were lucky. Only yesterday I saw there a pony being sucked to the very depths of the earth.
Jesus!
Well, what good fortune you should happen upon us then, sir.
Yeah, I was chasing a cyclopedes.
A what?
A cyclopedes is a very rare butterfly, seldom found on the moor.
What? Selden? Found on the moor? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Slasher Selden, the Notting Hill murderer.
Oh, yes, him. He escaped earlier.
God!
Sir Henry, I am Stapleton, the local naturalist.
How did you know my name?
Well, news travel fast in this barren place, and you must be Sherlock Holmes.
No, I'm Dr. Watson.
Eh? I understood from Dr. Mortimer that the great detective himself was coming to investigate.
No, Holmes is detained in London. I'm in charge down here.
Stapleton, we saw your house on the map. Can you tell me what brings you to live in a barren place as this?
Yes, a queer spot to choose, is it not?
Well,
But never dull. You see, we had a school in Yorkshire.
Sorry, we?
Yes, my sister and I.
oh, you mean that really pretty girl we've just met? Oh, she's
What do you
divine.
mean pretty divine? You keep your hands off her.
Yes, yes, I will, Stapleton. Will you please continue with your story?
Well, there is not much to say, really. The fates were against us. A serious epidemic broke out in the school and 30 boys died. So we moved. You should come for dinner sometime, huh?
Yes, your invitation will be much appreciated. Thank you.
And after dinner, Doctor, you may come upstairs. I will show you my collection of Lepidoptera. I am the proud owner of the only speckled brown-backed fighting moth in the country.
A speckled, brown-backed fighting moth.
And now, gentlemen, I should be going home. My sister will be waiting for me. Baskerville Hall is in that direction, and I should hurry. Night falls quickly upon the moor.
Thank you, but I think we'll be able to take care of ourselves.
Watson, do you have a torch?
No. I've got a gun.
Is it also a torch?
No, it's just a gun.
Damn it! What the hell is that noise?
I don't know.
Ah, ow. Ow. You know that knotted nervous feeling around the heart?
Yes.
It's really strong now.
I imagine it is.
Ow.
Sir Henry, I think it's imperative we get off this moor as fast as we possibly can.
Wait, look, Watson. What's that flickering light in the distance?
Oh, yes, I see it.
Well, of course, I believe that to be the direction of Baskerville Hall. It must be Barrymore the butler signaling to us.
Well, let's head towards that light.
Follow me.
Sir Henry,
Barrymore?
welcome to Baskerville Hall, sir.
Well, why, thank you, Barrymore, but, Well, you look a little surprised to see us. Were you not just signalling to us across the moor?
Yes, sir, yes. It was you I was signaling to.
Well, I trust you're not in the habit of signalling just for the sake of it.
No, sir.
And what's with the tray of food?
I thought you might be hungry, sir.
Well, yes, we are, Barrymore, but don't you think we'd like to come in first, take our shoes off, maybe go to the toilet?
Or are you in the habit of serving dinner in the middle of the driveway?
No, sir, no. It is just a customary way to receive people in these parts.
Well, it's very, very peculiar.
Yes, it all seems nonsense to me too, sir. But that is the way we moorland folk are. You mind if I resign?
Resign?
Yes.
But whatever for, Barrymore? Your family have been serving mine for generations, have they not?
Yes, sir, but Sir Charles's generosity, his will, has given us, my wife and I, the opportunity to retire, sir. We are going to live in Mallorca. And now, unless you insist in dining out here, let me show you to your rooms.
Yes, very good idea, Barrymore. Good idea, thank you.
Sir Henry, wait! Don't you see? It's him! He's the murderer! Did you not notice that suspicious black beard?
Yes, it was rather funny.
I'm being serious. Him and his wife bumped off your Uncle Charlie for the inheritance. Just a hunch, but come on.
This way, sirs.
Wow. So this is Baskerville Hall, eh? Oh! Hello! Hey, to think that for 500 years, my people have lived and died in this very place. Wow. My word, though, it's not a very cheery place, is it? I don't wonder that my uncle got a little jumpy living here all alone by himself. And it's suddenly very cold as well. Oh, well, hey, Watson, let's keep this fire roaring away. Do you know what? I think that me and you could have a lot of fun here together. Just the two of us, all alone in this dark house, together.
Sir Henry!
Oh, my God! Well, how the hell did that happen? This is very peculiar, very queer indeed. Barrymore!
Yes, sir.
Well, Barrymore, I appear to be nearly naked.
So I see, sir.
Well, why am I nearly naked?
I'd rather not get involved, sir.
This is ridiculous. I feel I should retire to my bed and hope things are more normal in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
And I hope my room's this way.
Me too, sir.
Wait, what have you decided about dinner? I'm starving, Barrymore. All that food from earlier on. Could you plate it up and bring it to my room?
It went off, sir.
Went off?
Yes. I mean, my wife, she ate it all just now.
I'd like to meet your wife, Barrymore.
So would I, sir.
Good night.
Good night, sir. Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre, venga a nosotros tu reino, hágase tu voluntad, así en la tierra como en el cielo. El pan nuestro de cada día.
Watson!
Sir Henry!
Watson!
Barrymore! Someone was creeping about the house by candlelight last night. We also heard the pained sobbing of a woman.
A sobbing? My wife is the only woman in the house, sir. And I can assure you that the sound could not have come from her.
And what about the light?
No light comes out of her either, sir.
But what of my clothes, Barrymore? In London, I can't find my shoe. And now I can't find my entire suit. Oh, well, it's lucky I've got a spare one right here.
Yes, sir, very lucky.
Anyway, thank you, Barrymore. You may go.
Sir Henry, this note arrived for you earlier.
Dear Sir Henry, meet me on the moor this morning, signed Miss Stapleton.
It's a trap! I forbid you to go out of my sight unless I'm with you. I'm Barrymore!
Yes, sir.
Bring in your wife. I need to examine her.
Very well, sir. As soon as I finish parking the bed.
What happened to breakfast? I'm starving.
So, what we're going to do, we're just going to wait here and find out what Mrs. Barrymore has to say for herself.
Good morning, sir.
Barrymore, what are you playing at? Go and fetch your wife, please.
Yes, sir.
There's something very guilty about that man. We must watch him carefully and wait for him to trip himself up.
Do you think he might try and kill us?
No, I'm all right. I think he might try to kill you.
Good morning, sir. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, no, come on, Barrymore! Go and fetch your wife.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Really? Really, it's very, very perplexing. Well, what do you think he's going to gain by such an act?
Well, ours is not to question the motive, Sir Henry.
Isn't it? Oh, no, Barrymore!
Sir?
Mrs. Barrymore.
Mrs. Barrymore! Were you just sobbing?
No, sir, no.
Right, I'd like to ask you a few questions then.
I'm just going to go to the snooker room. You know, while you ask your questions, I'm going to relax and play some snooker.
Okay, as long as you're not going out onto the moor.
No, I wouldn't dream of doing that, Watson, no.
Good. Mrs. Barrymore, come with me. Now, tell me truthfully, were you or were you not sobbing last night?
No, sir, I wasn't.
Ah, damn! I just seem to be meeting with dead ends.
Cecile. Cecile. P.S. Meet me below the incline by the cleft tor. What the hell is a cleft tor? Cecile! Oh, Cecile! Cecile? Beg your pardon?
Sir Henry.
Oh, Miss Stapleton! I'm so pleased to see you again.
No one must see us together.
Is there anywhere where we could go?
No.
Really? Nowhere?
Over there.
Okay. Oh, Miss Stapleton, why are you trying to drive me away from the moor?
A woman's whim, Sir Henry.
I remember the look in your eye, the thrill in your voice. Oh, Miss Stapleton, please be frank with me. Do you know, ever since I've been here, I've been aware of shadows forming all around me. Life has suddenly become rather like the Grimpen mire into which one may sink, and with no guide to show out the path.
Oh, Sir Henry, when you know me better, you will understand that I cannot always give reasons for what I say or do. Go back to London. Cecile!
Oh.
My brother, I must go. I'm sorry, Sir Henry.
No, wait, come back, Miss Stapleton! The Grimpen mire curses!
Sir Henry! Sir Henry! What in God's name is that?
A queer place, the moor.
Stapleton, what is that sound?
The peasants say is the spectral hound of the Baskervilles calling for its prey.
Oh, you're an educated man. You don't believe such nonsense as that. What do you think is the cause of so strange a sound?
Have you ever heard a bittern booming?
A bittern?
Booming? It's a very rare bird, practically extinct in England now. But all things are possible upon the moor.
Well, that crime is the strangest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That is what Sir Charles used to say. His nerves were so far gone at the end that the sight of any dog would have sent him into a fearful state. We were all very concerned for him, for we knew his heart to be weak, as is the hereditary condition of the Baskerville family.
Do you really believe, then, that some spectral hound pursued Sir Charles to his grave?
Have you any better explanation?
Well, I haven't come to any conclusion.
Has Mr. Sherlock Holmes...
As I told you yesterday, I'm in charge. Holmes is in London.
So you said.
Exactly.
Until dinner, Doctor.
Indeed. A very peculiar man. Going straight on my list after that little performance. Dear Holmes, I'm just on the way to the post office with my latest update to you. As you will see, I've added Stapleton to the list of suspects as he was acting a bit odd. Then again, he doesn't have a big black beard, so my chief suspect is still Barrymore.
Uh-huh. A bit of a long shot.
Oh, hello, a hermit.
Hello, Watson.
How do you know my name?
Why don't I take that to the post box for you?
Oh, thank you, but I think I'll take it myself.
I live in the post box, so I may as well.
Oh, well, in that case, thanks very much. But please be sure to post it to Mr. Sherlock Holmes, and don't forget.
Yes, very good, Watson, very good. Now, Watson, you seem to suspect everyone you've met since you arrived in Dartmoor.
That here. Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm Sherlock Holmes, operating undercover. What do you think?
Yeah, right. I'll post it myself.
Well, post it yourself, you idiot.
Right, you're going on my list too.
Yes, put me on the list too. 20 years of partnership.
Oh, Cecile!
Sir Henry, what are you doing out here alone?
I'm sorry, Watson, but I just had to see her.
Come on, let's get back to Baskerville Hall and compare notes.
A turnip?
A hermit!
Oh.
So I put him at number 6 on the list.
Hey, Watson, you know, I've got complete and utter faith in you. I dare say that you'd be a fair match for the infamous Holmes.
Oh, really?
No, really, Watson, really. Thank you. And also, I'm beginning to think of you as, well, as one of my closest friends. Here we are, stuck in the middle of God knows what.
Sir Henry,
Yes?
we thought you will be at the Stapletons tonight, sir.
Why so, Barrymore?
Well, the note. I left it with the doctor.
I'm sorry, I clean forgot.
Oh, Watson, that's not like you. Come to dinner tonight, Sir Henry. Yours the Stapletons. But that sounds lovely.
No, Sir Henry. It is too late now to be crossing the moor. In the hours when the power of evil is exalted. We'll have a big slap-up meal here instead.
Oh, sorry, sir. We thought you were going, so we ate all the food.
Not even a sandwich!
Okay, so we've got the candle, we've got the sobbing, we've got my missing clothes, and the distinct lack of food. Ah, such a puzzle, isn't it, Watson? Okay, then, come on then. Tell me, what's your plan?
My plan?
Yes, you know, the next move in the game. I know you've got something up your sleeve, Watson. Let's have it.
Well, actually,
Oh, now, come on, Watson. Don't treat me like a child. Really, it's too much.
Okay.
You'll see, you bloody trickster. I bet it's going to be brilliant.
Well, I wouldn't get your hopes up.
I know it's going to be amazing.
Yes, what we're going to do, Sir Henry,
Yes?
is, well, go to bed,
Go to bed.
pretend to go to bed,
Brilliant. And then what?
stay up,
And then what?
see what happens.
We did that last night.
Well, tonight's going to be different.
How?
We're going to get to the bottom of all this, Sir Henry.
I see what you're saying. Nobody else does, but I do. You're saying that we should pretend to go to bed before the Barrymores. And in that way, they won't suspect we're on their trail.
Yes!
Oh, do you see, Watson? I don't think like you. I don't have your kind of brain.
When you've had as much experience as I have.
Oh, are you staying up, gentlemen?
No, actually, no, we're rather tired. We're going to go to bed. Oh, yeah, really tired. You stay up, Barrymore, if you wish. I really think you should.
I'm off to bed too, sir. I am tired.
Not before us.
Oh, I think I will be.
No, we've cleaned our teeth already, haven't we, Watson?
Yes, I'll be asleep in 2 seconds. Good night, Sir Henry.
Good night, sir.
Who are you?
Give it here. Get behind. Not so close.
When you say get behind?
Keep a bit of distance, man. I'm scared.
Nothing. We walked into a detection cul-de-sac.
Oh my God, Watson! What's that?
Stand still or I shoot!
Oh, please, gentlemen, don't shoot. It's me, Mrs. Barrymore. Strange to see the two of you holding hands, sir.
Don't try and turn the tables, Mrs. Barrymore. We were waiting here for you.
Yes, what are you doing with that candle? Give it here. Give it here, come on.
And what are you doing with that window? Give it here.
What are you doing with this candle and this window?
Of course, Watson. Of course. You're a genius. She must have been signaling to someone out across the moor.
Ah! You got me.
It wasn't so difficult, Mrs. Barrymore, and look, there's the reply.
Who's your confederate out yonder, Mrs. Barrymore? And what is this conspiracy against me?
Oh, it's not against you, sir.
All right, well, speak out then, woman. What does it all mean?
Oh, Sir Henry. My brother is Slasher Selden. He's starving out there. The light is a signal to him that food is ready, and his light out yonder is to show where to bring it.
I knew it!
You didn't know it?
Well, I do now.
Because she just told you.
Well, she's filled in a few gaps, hasn't she?
All right, wait.
You see, he was once a nice boy. He really was. But somehow, as he grew older, the devil entered into him until he broke my mother's heart. From crime to crime, he sank lower and lower and lower, until it was only the mercy of God that snatched him from the scaffold. But to me, sir, he will always be Slashy, the little curly-headed slasher boy that I had nursed and played with as only another sister would.
Okay, Mrs. Barrymore, come on now. Okay. Now, come on, Mrs. Barrymore, go and find your husband and tell him that everything is forgiven.
Sir Henry, you are a good man, Sir Henry, just like your uncle. Thank you.
Look, the signal is still returned yet.
Right, Watson, we're gonna take this man. Are you armed?
Oh, yes.
Well, come on then. The delay will be fatal to our plan.
The plan! Let's pretend to get to bed before the Barrymores.
No, Watson! To the moor!
To the moor!
All right, Watson, what do you think? Watson, where are you? Watson? Watson, where are you, man? Show yourself! Watson! I lost it!
Sir Henry! Sir Henry!
Watson? Really, Watson, can you not tell who I am?
Can we discuss this later? I'm in a bit of a fix.
Watson, it is me, the greatest detective of all time.
Monsieur Petillion!
What? No, for goodness sake. It's me, Sherlock Holmes.
Holmes! You've been here all the time.
Of course, you didn't really think I was going to leave you here on your own, did you?
But I don't need your help.
Eh?
I nearly cracked it.
Oh, who is the killer?
Well, it's not as easy as that. It's really complicated, but I can do it.
Oh, can you? And what have you done with your charge? Sir Henry, where is he? Surely, he's not out alone in this hour of darkness when the power of evil is exalted. Oh, dear me.
Holmes, this is no time to panic.
Goodness me, Watson! This is the perfect time to panic! Sir Henry's life is in mortal danger!
Are you proposing to take on the very devil himself?
The Hound is of mere flesh and blood! But I fear we are too late, for history is about to repeat itself. Oh, there! Sir Henry! Sir Henry!
Christopher, I'm sorry about this. Put the lights on, please. Can you put all of them on, please? All of them. All of them. All of them. Thank you.
Sir Henry! Henry, we thought you would be over there, not over there in a t-shirt and switching the lights on.
I'm not Sir Henry now, Javier.
Dr. Mortimer, we didn't expect you back.
Now, John! John, I'm not acting anymore. I've stopped the play, you might have guessed. I'm sorry about it, but I've just been grabbed in the wings.
You've gone white.
Yeah, Something really weird is going on, John.
I see you've quite gone over to the supernaturalist.
Javier, stop! You're not Sherlock Holmes. No, it's a costume, you fool. Look, read that, it's in my costume. Read that out, please. I found it.
Dear Jason Thorpe, if you value your life, stay away from the theatre.
If I am not mistaken, these letters were...
Javier, you're not Sherlock!
Calm down.
You're not Sherlock Holmes!
Okay, let's
I'm
all...
not going to improvise in a what, Jason?
Okay,
Oh,
look, there
calm
must be a
down.
simple explanation for this.
Yes, I give you a simple explanation. It was the ghost of the theater trying to grab you.
Okay.
Everybody saw it. Look at them. Oh, then you. Oh, spoke. Oh.
Javier, that's enough. Jason, somebody is probably just having some kind of joke, I don't know. Look, there is absolutely no way anything bad is going to happen to you.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
So I've got your word on
You
it.
have my word.
Okay.
Good.
Maybe I overreacted a little bit.
Just a bit, maybe.
Oh, no.
All right, see ya.
Hey, calm down, Jason.
Okay,
Where is he going now?
Right, ladies and gentlemen, maybe this is a good time to take a little interval. Come back in 15 minutes to find out what happens to Sir Henry. Does he get the girl before the dog gets him? Oh, what are you doing? It's a plastic gun!
I don't give a shit!
Really gets his foot.
Get off!
Cuidado.
Who is the guard anyway? Come back in 15 minutes for the second half!
Open
Of the Hound of the Baskervilles! Welcome back. We've located the prankster in reference to earlier on, who's now been fired. One of our hilarious technical team. And I'm just going to leave you for a moment with Jason.
Thank you very much, John. That's very kind of you. Okay. Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and you two late comers again. Welcome back. So I'd just like to take this opportunity, basically to apologise for my little outburst at the end of the first half. I'm very, very sorry about that. As you know, theatres can often be quite unsettling places, despite their beauty.
And this one is a beauty, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Thank you, Jason. Feeling better now?
Yes, thank you, John. I look better. Thank
Good.
you.
Always better out than in, eh?
Well, in certain company, yeah.
Right. We will now continue with the second
Company
half.
manager, read this.
What?
Read it out loud. Now.
Okay.
Well, read it.
Dear company, on the whole, my wife and I are very much enjoying your little production.
Well, that's very nice, thank you.
A bit patronising.
It's a bit patronising.
Read it.
However, we can't understand the bloody word the Dago is saying.
Who was it? Who was it? Come on.
Yours from the stalls.
Okay, Mr. Stools, where are you? Show yourself.
Stall.
Huh?
These are the
That is
stalls.
That's
Don't
a
you start.
circle.
Eh? Don't you start. Come on, show yourself.
Come, look, it's two people.
Show yourself.
It's two people.
Yeah, I told you people. Look.
Actually, there's quite a few names on the back, John.
Signed on behalf of the Coopers, the Clarks, Mr. Stern, Mr. and Mrs. O'Reilly. Blimey, how many names are here?
103. There is always has to be 103. That's a spoiler for the rest of us, no? Very good, Mr. Stools, whoever you are. We are going to do the first half again. Just for you. Yes, I decided. Announce it. Bring the thingy. Yes, Mr. Stools, this is my courtesy to you. And everyone else, if you have to complain to him. Come on, announce it.
All right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're going to do it again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves again.
And pay attention this time.
For the first half of the Hound
Come on, quickly.
of the Baskervilles.
Yes, thank you.
I think we can safely assume that
What's
this
on?
one...
We have a new case on our hands. My walking stick. Forget about the stick and tell us about the dog.
Here now, the legend of the Hound of the Baskervilles.
Is that it?
Oh, no. Sir Charles Baskerville. He recently died in circumstances a bit more suspicious than the inquest suggested. Close to his rigid body with the footprints of a gigantic hound.
Is that it?
No. Yes.
What do you want me to do then?
I want you to say the last of the line in the Baskervilles. Whatever the line is.
I see who you mean, Sir Henry.
Whatever.
It's good now, ¿no? Nosotros nos estamos confundiendo ahora, bastante no hace falta. Mister Tour de la puñeta. Sir Henry Baskerville, you are missing a shoe.
And I received this warning.
If you value your life, keep away from the moor.
We'll accompany you to Dartmoor.
Holmes, look.
There's a suspicious-looking man with a black beard getting to that cab.
Come on, Watson. Stop! We must find that cabby.
There he is. Describe the man that came and watched us in the still room.
He said his name was Sherlock Holmes. He had a big black beard and he asked me to take him to Waterloo Station.
Watson, I will not accompany you to Dartmoor.
Okay, goodbye, Holmes.
Let's go for Dartmoor. Let's go for more.
Look, there's a prisoner escaped.
That's a Selden.
That's the chap. And look there, there's two posh knobs getting off the train together.
I'll get them.
So this is Dartmoor, not at all threatening.
No.
Shall we walk to Baskerville Hall?
Why not?
Okay.
Cecile!
Go back! Tu vida corre mucho peligro.
Dear Holmes.
Wait! Come back here! Come back! She's gone!
You appear to be sinking.
What, already?
I'm afraid so.
Whoa! Oh, better not here. Left this. Oh, come on. Left. Narrow passage. Gentlemen, I am Stapleton, proud owner of the only speckled brownback fighting moth in the country. I used to be a teacher in Joshua, but 30 boys died. Would you like to come for dinner with me and my sister? Baskervilles Hall is there. Good day, good night.
Hey, Watson, let's head towards that flickering light.
Come on then.
Okay, follow me. Aha, Barrymore! Were you just signaling to us across the moor?
How much with the tray of food?
Let me show you to your room.
Good idea!
Sir Henry, there's something very guilty about that man.
Wow, so this is Baskerville Hall. Hey, to think that this is the very place that for 500 years my people have lived and died.
Sir Henry!
Oh my God, how embarrassing! I'm going to bed. Good night.
Good night! Sir Henry, can you hear sobbing?
Yes, I think I can see a light.
For you.
Barrymore, did you see any sobbing or hear any light?
I didn't hear or see anything, and neither did my wife, sir.
What does the note say?
Miss Stapleton wants to meet me on the moor.
I forbid you to go.
Okay. Cecile! Cecile!
Sir Henry!
Miss Stapleton!
Sir Henry, go back to London and put some trousers on.
Come back! They're gripping my curses.
Henry! Sir Henry!
Stapleton!
Yes.
Stapleton! What was that hound sound?
The Hound of the Baskervilles. Where is Sherlock Holmes?
In London!
Oh,
Cecile! Cecile!
Dear Holmes, things are getting rather peculiar.
why don't I post that for you?
Hello, who are you?
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, right, I'll post it myself.
Well, post it yourself, you idiot. Look at me, I'm a dog.
Sir Henry, the candle, the shoe, the beard, the sobbing, and the food and so forth, it's such a puzzle. Let's get to Baskerville Hall. Here's my plan. Let's pretend to get to bed before the Barrymores and find out what's going on. Barrymore, what's going on?
I haven't got a clue, sir. I'm going to ask my wife.
Okay, Mrs. Barrymore,
Sir,
what's going on?
My brother is a Lasser Selden. He was a nice lassie puppy once.
so our man's out there. Let's get him, Watson.
Stick close to me, Sir Henry.
Okay. Ah, you bastard.
Sir Henry! Sir
Watson!
Robert, Holmes, what are you doing here? I thought I was in charge.
We have not a moment to spare.
Are you proposing to take on the very devil himself?
The Hound is of mere flesh and blood. But I fear we are too late, for history is about to repeat itself. Oh, are you happy now, Mr. Stools? Company? Oh, we can go. Oh, thank you. Shut it down. second half! There! Sir Henry! Oh no! We are too late. He's dead. He must have stumbled over the precipice in wretched fear for his life with the beast at his heels.
He might still be alive.
His head is broken. He's really dead.
There might be some chance for him.
Put yourself together! Look at his head! You call yourself a doctor?
Come on, mate! You can do it!
Oh, this is the greatest blow that has befallen me in my career. Uncle and nephew murdered. Now it's all lost. It will be near impossible to establish the connection between the man and the beast that has caused this massacre.
You think a man controls this beast?
I have no doubt they work as one.
Like a werewolf!
Nothing like a werewolf, Watson! I believe Stapleton is behind this.
Stapleton? How do you know?
I deduced it.
But why would he do such a thing?
I don't know yet.
So how do you know it's him?
I just do.
You can be honest with me, Holmes. I don't expect you to be perfect all the time. Are you guessing?
Watson, don't question me, eh? All you had to do was to keep Sir Henry inside. That's all you had to do! Damn you!
Look! It wasn't so easy! He was very headstrong! Once! And everything was really confusing. And I was really hungry. I was trying my best. And anyway, what were you doing? You made me write you all those notes. And then I find you were here the whole time. Dressed up as a flipping tramp.
I was a hermit.
Just making fun of me. I don't understand.
Watson? John Watson. From the moment Dr. Mortimer entered the room back in Baker Street, I knew I had to be here.
Look, just leave me alone.
But it was imperative that no one, not even you, my dear friend, suspected that the great Sherlock Holmes was keeping track of events. It was the only way I could tempt the villain to step with the wrong foot.
To put a foot wrong.
Yes! You want to write a note now with Mr. Tools and send it to my dressing room? Eh? 104!
So wait, I was just a decoy?
No, Watson. You were my torch. Your letters were my torch out there, in the fog.
You burnt them?
Yes. But only after I read them. Without them, I would have been lost.
Really?
Really lost. And cold. Really cold.
I just feel like nothing compared to you.
You are not nothing, Watson. You are my torch.
I love you, Sherlock.
I know.
So, what are we going to do? Arrest Stapleton?
On what grounds?
Killing people with his dog?
Huh? With what evidence? Huh? Yeah, that is the devilish cunning of it. If he had acted through a human agent, we might have a chance. But even if we were to drag this very big dog of the Baskervilles out to the light of day, it would not help us in putting a rope round the neck of its master.
Because dogs can't talk.
Exactly.
Stapleton, though, it still sounds like a bit of a long shot.
Just trust me, Watson. And I think it's a little bit late to look after Sir Henry now, don't you? Put him on the floor! Put him down! For goodness, Watson, you're getting hysterical! Control yourself. Now, let us go back to Baskerville Hall, and we shall return later for Sir Henry with a horse and a bag to put the little pieces in. Let us go.
Goodbye.
Well, quite a place he died for.
This is a nightmare.
Sir Henry dead.
Ah,
Selden loose again on the moor.
Seldon says hello, by the way.
You spoke to him?
Yes, no one else to talk to out there in the mall. Quite a nice chap, really, very misunderstood. You see, the thing about the criminal mind is that it is, paradoxically, an inverse mirror of my own.
Oh! Oh! Watson! Why, thank God you're all right. Well, I don't know how we got separated out on the moor, but... Oh, well, Barrymore and I were just about to look for you and everything. Are you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Sir Henry!
Yes, Watson, it's me.
You're alive!
I'm alive. It's just like a rodeo.
Sir Henry! How are you? Quite a place you have here.
Sherlock Holmes. Well, what an honor. Welcome to Baskerville Hall.
Thank you.
What is going on?
Well, it's perfectly obvious, isn't it?
No!
The body out there is not Sir Henry's at all. Just as I thought.
You didn't think that?
A body? What, there's a stiff out on the moor?
Yeah, just there. And Watson thought it was you.
Me?
But it isn't, is it? So that is good, isn't it?
So who is it out on the moor then?
Well, it can only be Slasher Selden.
Well, good riddance to him, that's what I say.
Sir Henry.
Yes?
Watson wrote to me saying that he had seen you stripped to your briefs. I am intrigued.
What the hell are you insinuating?
Nothing. I just presume your clothes never surfaced.
Well, no, they didn't, actually. What of it?
Just settles a little matter in my mind.
Wait. Wait, the danger tonight lay with the wearer of those clothes. Selden. Mrs. Barrymore. She must have given your clothes to her brother out there on the moor. And the Hound. It picked up the scent. It was trained to the scent. Your missing shoe. The very shoe which was abstracted in London. So by clothing her brother, Mrs. Barrymore had unwittingly contributed to his death, and we believe the owner of the
Total twaddle. Watson is talking total twaddle.
1 second, Mr. Holmes, 1 second. Watson, are you saying that the Hound is real and it's trained to hunt me down?
Of course not, Sir Henry. Sir Henry, why don't you go and saddle a horse to fetch Selden?
No, but he just said...
Sir Henry, go.
No, but wasn't
Sir
just...
Henry, now.
But wasn't just...
Sir Henry, go. Sir Henry?
Yes?
Now.
What is going on?
Well,
You thought he was dead. You pretend you didn't. Yes. And now he's perfectly safe.
Will you shut up? Sit down and listen. When I saw Sir Henry aloft to his feet, I was as astounded as you were. Never have I had to control my emotions so. But it was imperative that we didn't raise suspicion. If Sir Henry is in full knowledge of the facts, as we are, we will never ensnare the villain. Sir Henry must suspect nothing. And to that end, neither must Stapleton.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll just carry on with the twaddle.
Watson?
What?
Your little deduction back there.
I know, you said.
It was one of the most insightful pieces of deducing that I have ever witnessed.
You mean I was right?
Of course you were right. You got a round of applause. Watson, I need you. Together we will hunt down our man.
Okay. But I'll go for Selden alone. Sir Henry should stay here with you. He'll be safer.
Well, that won't be necessary. The danger to Sir Henry has passed tonight. The Hound will only be released when Sir Henry is thought to be crossing the moor alone. Nevertheless, you must guard him with your life. Here, take this.
What is it?
It's a gun that doubles up as a torch.
Wow! Thank you, Holmes.
Good luck, my friend.
To the moor!
That's my boy!
Now, come on! Come on, Victor, don't do this. Victor, come on, boy, I've got some sugar lumps.
I bet he doesn't want to go any further, Sir Henry.
Nonsense, Watson.
Come on, Victor. Come on, boy. Come on. Well, no doubt he'll follow us there.
No, Watson, I'll get him. Don't worry, I'll get him. Come on, Victor!
Dr. Watson,
Stapleton.
you are probably wondering, what am I doing out here in the middle of the night?
Not at all. Seems perfectly normal behavior to me. Not at all suspicious. I really like you, Stapleton.
I had expected Sir Henry for dinner earlier, and I thought he might have run into some trouble out here. Oh, what is this? Somebody hurt? Oh no! Don't tell me it's our friend Sir Henry. How could this have happened? Oh, what a cruel world.
Hello, Stapleton.
Sir Henry!
Oh, I'm sorry about missing dinner earlier on. That's very rude of me. I'm very sorry.
Sir Henry! What a relief to see you alive. Who the hell is this?
This is Selden, the Notting Hill murderer.
Selden?
Yes.
How on earth did this happen? What does Sherlock Holmes think of all this?
As you know, business has detained him in London.
Shame. He would have been able to cast some light upon these occurrences that have so much puzzled us.
Yes. It's a pity, isn't it? He hasn't a blind clue what's going on.
There is no one he even faintly suspects.
There's no one.
Well, gentlemen, I wish you both good luck. And Sir Henry, it would be such a shame to lose you. Until dinner. Down the blasted cuyos de cabra!
You know, that chap really is a bit weird.
Oh, you're telling me. I mean, no, Stapleton, no.
I worry for his sister.
Miss Stapleton, why?
Well, Watson, okay, I'll come clean with you, but I'm afraid that Cecile is practically all I think about. I'm afraid she's crept into my soul.
Oh, well, that's really nice. Come on, Sir Henry. Let's get Slasher back to Baskerville Hall. Stick close to me. By the way, did I ever tell you about the time I fell in love? It was a Tuesday morning one summer's evening, and the birds seemed to be turning themselves into...
Oh, Cecile. Cecile! Watson! Watson, I'm coming! I'm coming!
There's absolutely no doubt in my mind now, Holmes. And I'll tell you what, he certainly looked like he knew his way around a dog.
Yes, Stapleton is our target, all right. Now we must get one step ahead. When we discover the motive, We can corner our man. Here is my plan, Watson.
Wait, I'm starving. Where are the Barrymores this morning?
In morning.
All morning?
I'm afraid so.
Just a little bit of sausage.
Watson, don't you get it? They are stuck to the plate. Look at them. For goodness sake. Don't you get the concept? Now concentrate and listen to me. I want you to go to the village and mingle with the peasants. Get as much dirt as you can on Stapleton, the Hound, and, well, anything else you can think of.
And Sir Henry?
Well, it's only a matter of time before Stapleton strikes again with the Hound. Sir Henry must on no account be let out of Baskerville Hall alone.
Oh, that could be tricky. You know he's in love with Miss Stapleton.
I thought as much. I saw them spooning on the moor. Well, I'll talk to him. I shall join you later in the village. Oh, and remember, Watson, if Stapleton suspects we are onto him, he will slip through our fingers like the moorland fog itself. Be careful, Watson, for goodness sake.
Lamb in a bag. Lamb in a bag for sale. There's a bag here for someone's got a lamb in it. Oh, it's not real. Dead lamb in a bag. There's a dead stuffed lamb in a... Oh,
Excuse me, young yokel peasant man there. I wonder if I might ask you a few questions.
well, I ain't done nothing wrong if that's what you're asking.
What makes you so sure?
What makes you so sure?
I'm not.
Well, neither am I, so what are you talking about?
You tell me.
I've no idea.
Right. Tell me this. Do you know anyone that might want Sir Henry Baskerville dead?
No, do you?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean no.
so somebody wants him dead, eh?
I didn't say that. I'm just investigating a certain person who might.
Who?
I can't say, it's confidential.
Can you give me some kind of clue?
Well, you'd guess if I did.
Well, I'm sure I would.
Ha, I thought as much. By the way, is that lamb ready to eat?
It's not real.
Watson, over here. I've wired to York. There is no record of a teacher called Stapleton.
What does that mean?
The man we know as Stapleton is not Stapleton at all.
Who is he?
I don't know yet, but 30 boys died whilst under the care of a Brazilian man called Vandeleur. Let us follow that lead.
Okay.
Calf in a sack. Calf in a sack for sale.
Excuse me there. I wonder if I... Was I not just speaking to you over there?
No, sir. That was my wife's husband.
Right. Tell me this. Can you think of any reason why anyone, Stapleton for example, may be intent on killing Sir Henry Baskerville?
No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I can't think of any reason, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Come along.
Watson, over here. What have you discovered?
Well, there seems to be a certain amount of inbreeding going on.
Yes, I know that, but what have you discovered?
Well, very interesting.
Well, Watson, just keep going. You are doing well.
Puppy in a pouch. Puppy in a pouch with parsley sauce. Yum, yum.
Is that your puppy?
Yes, sir, it's mine.
Well, tell me this.
No, sir, no.
Do you ever let it out on the moor in the hours when the power of evil is exalted?
Oh, no, sir. I always keep my puppy in a sack, especially in those hours, sir. Why?
No reason, just curious.
Okay. Come on, boy. Walkies.
Watson, over here. A new development. Watson, don't point at me with that. It's not a toy. Put it out. The net is tightening, Watson. I received word back from the Royal Lepidoptery Society. And a Brazilian man called Vandeleur registered the find of the only speckled brown-back fighting moth in the country.
But that's Stapleton! Stapleton is Vandeleur!
And that is not the interesting part. He registered the find with his Brazilian wife.
He's married?
And I believe Miss Stapleton to be his wife.
He married his sister?
No! She's just pretending to be his sister.
Why?
Think about it, Watson. Bait. Honey to the bear.
What bear?
Sir Henry! Oh. But the question still remains. Why would he want Sir Charles and Sir Henry dead?
The answer, it lies in the snooker room.
What did you just say?
I said the answer lies in the snooker room. 6 points, please.
Idiot. Rare moths, Brazilian identities, wives pretending to be sisters. We're lost in an incestuous South American menagerie of intolerable dead ends. Sir Henry, where are you going?
Move aside, Watson. I've been incarcerated in this house all bloody day. I must see her.
I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen.
Right, I go out the back door. Ha-ha.
I am sorry, Sir Henry. We cannot allow that.
Hasn't the danger passed yet, Mr. Holmes?
Well, officially, there is no danger. Unofficially, ah.
What? Can you tell me at least what's going on?
Just trust me, Sir Henry. Now, why don't you go and have a bath?
Well, I've had 3 already today, Mr. Holmes.
Well, you are quite sweaty. Another one will do you good. Watson, we are so close. But this case is driving me to despair. Here I am, the greatest detective of all time, helpless. What can I do? Well, what can we do? Huh?
Snooker?
Oh, great. Oh. Amazing. A remarkable family resemblance in all the Baskerville portraits. Look at this chap. He's the spit of Sir Henry, and this woman over here. Sir Henry. And look at this little child. Sir Henry. Sir Henry. Remarkable.
Oops. Yes, you're right. Sir Henry. Sir Henry. Sir Henry. Sir Henry. Sir Henry. Stapleton. Whoops.
Watson, what did you just say?
That one looks a bit like Stapleton.
Watson. Oh, good shot. Watson, who is the man in this portrait?
Ah, that's Sir Hugo Baskerville.
And you just likened him to...
Stapleton.
Watson, concentrate. What do you know about the portraits in this gallery?
Well, everything. Sir Henry's bored me senseless.
Tell me, who is this chap over here?
That's Sir Charles Baskerville.
Of course. And this one next to him?
That's Sir Charles's brother, Roger Baskerville. Now, he left England long ago to seek his fortune in South America. He had an illegitimate child with a Brazilian wench, but the child has never come to light.
Until now! Watson, that child was our friend...
Stapleton!
Exactly! Stapleton is a Baskerville.
And he's after the inheritance. And he's bumping every Baskerville off along the way to get to it.
You see, Watson, you have cracked it. Now, we have him. Soon, he'll be fluttering in our net as helpless as one of his own butterflies. A pin, a cork, and a card, and we add him to the Baker Street collection.
That sounds ominous.
The time is upon us sooner than I expected. The theater of deathly intent begins, and we have front row seats. Now is the time to play into Stapleton's hands. We must release Sir Henry onto the moor at his request, but Stapleton must not know that I am here. Now go and play your part. Answer the door.
I'm coming!
That's my boy.
Sir Henry! Sir Henry! Stapleton's sister, Cecile, she's here to see you.
Here?
She's downstairs now.
But look at me, I'm only half shaved, man.
But you must go to her.
All right, well, look, don't let her go. Clean me up then.
Cecile! Cecile!
Espera aquí, espera.
I'm rather nervous, Watson.
There's absolutely no need to be.
You won't make me look ridiculous?
I wouldn't dream of it.
Okay, take that.
Good luck.
Here goes. Cecile. Oh, I mean, Miss Stapleton.
Cecile.
Cecile, of course.
Sir Henry, your nose.
Oh, forgive me. Sorry. Thank you.
Sir Henry, I have come to ask you for dinner tonight. Don't go.
What?
My brother and I will be delighted if you can join us for dinner. Don't come tonight.
I don't understand.
What is there not to understand? Come for dinner, but don't come.
Of course I understand. You're being coy.
Is that your final answer?
What is?
That you won't come. Yes?
7 o'clock?
Okay. No. And if you do, don't stray from the path and bring a weapon. See you later then. But I won't.
So what do you make of that, Watson?
Sounds like a lovely idea. I bet she's a great cook.
She's just so beautiful, don't you think?
Beautiful?
Yes.
She's absolutely ravishing. You should go.
Hold on a minute. Why, Watson, now are you suddenly encouraging me to go after forbidding me to leave the house all day?
Forbidding you?
Yes, Watson. You know all that stuff about the power of evil being exalted and all the bloody baths.
All the evil's gone now.
Gone?
Strange, isn't it? And look, on your way across the moor, don't take any care. And don't walk too fast.
Watson, if I go at all, I shall ride.
You can't.
Why not?
Victor's lame.
Lame?
I rode him into a wall.
The hell did you do that for?
For fun. Holmes! Sir Henry's been invited to dinner at the Stapletons tonight.
Well, look, I've got a splendid idea. I'm sure they won't mind. Why don't we all go?
Oh, no. We wouldn't dream of accompanying you, you silly toff.
I beg your pardon.
And so you should beg my pardon, you checkered imbecile.
Yes, we're not coming with you, beef cheeks.
Come on, Watson. We are returning back to London.
Are we?
Yes. We've been hanging around this damp for long enough. Oh, and Sir Henry, if Stapleton asks to borrow any item of your clothing, I suggest you let him. Goodbye, you ridiculous buffoon.
Yes, you stupid Yankee clown.
I'm a Canadian.
Will you still smell? And you're a girl.
Get out!
Holmes, why was I just insulting Sir Henry?
Keep up, Watson. I had to make him angry so he would cross the moor on his own. But we must hurry. We cannot lose him this way. Ah, there he is. He's entered the Fiends then. Here, Watson. Maneuver yourself into position and report to me your observations. I will hide here behind this rock.
Okay. Oh, this confounded moor fog, it grips you like a wet towel. Okay, I've got a killer view from here. I can see Sir Henry standing alone in the Stapleton's parlour. Oh, what must be going through that man's head now? There's Miss Stapleton. She's greeting Sir Henry and taking his coat. Oh, there appears to be a fair amount of passion between them. I think he might even be making love to her. Yes, he's preparing to kiss her. But she stopped him. She tried to tell him something. Stapleton! He's heading downstairs and we're nearly upon them. Miss Stapleton hears him and she's running out of the room. Where's Stapleton? Surely he should be in by now. God, this is a deceptively big house. There he is. He's greeting Sir Henry and telling him he's bought lamb in the bag for supper. Oh, God, that sounds good. And Sir Henry is telling him that you and I have gone back to London. Excellent. Stapleton seems very pleased about that. And is telling Sir Henry that he's going to go and start cooking. He's left the room. Sir Henry's alone. He's heading for the window. He mustn't see me. What's this? Miss Stapleton. She's trying to get back in the room. She must be trying to warn Sir Henry, but her husband has her round the throat. He's wrestling with his sister, his wife. Oh, Sir Henry mustn't see this or the whole plan is foiled. Ee-aw, ee-aw. Stapleton, what are you doing, you fiend? Sir Henry, don't look round. He's thrown her out of the room. And he's telling Sir Henry that Miss Stapleton has been taken ill. That's a lie. And Sir Henry appears to be making his excuses to leave. He's looking for his coat. He can't find it. He's leaving the house without it. Holmes! Stapleton's taking something out of its pocket. He's blowing on it. Well, no one can hear that. Of course! It's a dog whistle! Holmes is calling upon the Hound, and a sudden blast of moorland fog has made visibility absolutely impossible now.
Well done, Watson. Well done. Very good reporting. Now is the time when the powers of evil are truly exalted. We just have to pray this confounded fog gets no worse.
It appears to be getting a lot worse, Holmes.
Stop that! Watson, stop it! Our success and even Sir Henry's life depends upon the fog not covering the path.
We must stop this now.
It's too late now, Watson. We are all under the control of the universe, and a fearsome battle between good and evil is about to ensue.
Holmes, I don't like this.
Oh, sire. Watson is there! Almost upon us!
Oh, my Lord!
Take it! Oh, damn bastard!
No! There lies the Hound of the Baskervilles. The Hound of the Baskervilles. Dead.
Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson, you've saved my life. And I thank you for it, but I don't understand.
It was Stapleton. He is behind this.
Stapleton!
Are you strong enough to stand?
Give me a mouthful of brandy, I'll be ready for anything. Thank you.
Gentlemen, I am afraid our work is not yet complete. There is only one place Stapleton will flee to.
The Grumpermeyer.
Exactly, Sir Henry.
If it's true that Stapleton is behind all this, I'll hunt him to his end.
It is true.
Then I'll hunt him to his end.
Watson, you go with him. I will go and look after Miss Stapleton's safety. I'll meet you back in Baskerville Hall.
Come on, Sir Henry. I'll tell you everything about Stapleton being a Baskerville and wanting you dead for the inheritance along the way. Sir Henry?
Yes?
Stapleton's a Baskerville and wants you dead for the inheritance. Oh. And now we must find him. Come on, Stapleton, show yourself, you fiend!
Take care, Stapleton. The tables are now well and truly turned.
Come on out, Stapleton, where are you?
Where are you, man? Show yourself. Where are you?
Sir Henry, you just won't die, will you?
Don't give up, you fiend.
Never.
Does the money mean as much to you that you risk your life in this place?
I don't do this for money.
Watson.
I am a Baskerville.
He's trying to-
I do this for pride.
Stapleton! Show me a
Come
No one can find their way through this fog.
Ha! Oh shit!
Stapleton, you're sinking.
Here! We can help you!
I don't need your help!
Spread your weight, man, and then you will get dragged down.
I go to my death cursing the very name Baskerville!
Stapleton! Stapleton, no! Stapleton! Stapleton!
Save your breath, Sir Henry. He's gone.
What a terrible, terrible death.
And the end to a terrible, terrible life.
Cecile! Cecile!
didn't mean those things you said earlier, did you, about me being a girl and having beef cheeks?
Of course not, Sir Henry.
Oh, jolly good.
And those cruel insults were more than I'd wish upon any man. Apart from you. Well, I wouldn't wish them upon you. It was imperative that you were seen to cross the moor.
Cecile.
Sir Henry. Huh?
Cecile. I'm afraid I've got some rather bad news about your brother.
Sir Henry, I don't have a brother.
Ah, so you know then
Know what?
that your brother...
Sir Henry, I don't have a brother. I am not Stapleton's sister. I am his wife.
His wife?
He's all been such a terrible lie. I will explain.
But before you do, I must tell you that your husband is dead, and so is the beast.
Sir Henry, the universe has answered my prayers. Long have I yearned for this day.
You have?
Yes, even when I sent that note to you in London.
Which note?
If you value your life,
Then keep away from the moor. That was you?
Yes.
Cecile, I love you.
Sir Henry?
Yes?
I love you too.
You do?
Yes. Oh, and what is that?
From Sir Henry to thank us.
Huh. So now we will have his ugly mug on the wall. What kind of thanks is that?
Holmes, I can't stop thinking about that great dog.
Yes, but
The way it just seemed to come out of nowhere.
all smoke and mirrors, my friend.
You really believe that?
Yes, and a little bit of human nature turned bad.
So it's all just smoke and mirrors.
Yes, and a little bit of human nature turned bad.
So is there really nothing else for us to worry about in this life?
We are what we are. Take away everything that is impossible, and what are you left with?
Everything.
Nothing. Watson! We have been working like dogs.
Very good. You must be barking mad.
Oh, I see. No, Watson, no. I just booked a box for the opera.
Oh, wait. I'll fetch my stick. I think it's Roveria.
Very good. Let us go now.
Holmes, wait. You're looking a little bit rough. I'm joking. You look astounding. Are you ready for the bow wow wow? very much indeed for coming, everybody. I just wanted to make a little request. On your way out in the foyer, there are some buckets, and they are there for the Pegasus Redevelopment Fund. And the Pegasus is a fantastic organisation that supported us, and in turn has been supported by places like the Oxford Playhouse. And they do really brilliant work, and a lot with young people and nurturing new companies and all that sort of thing. I expect some of you are aware of their existence. They are undergoing plans for a huge kind of new site, and it's going to be even bigger and better than it is now. So if you feel like you could contribute anything towards that, that would be brilliant. They need to raise another 1.8 million, and maybe tonight. Who knows? Thank you very much indeed for coming anyway. Cheers.